town full of strangers,
Yeah.
then that's no good.
No.
Right? So that's what you're doing is actually welcome.
What, my name's Desiree. What's your name?
Lenny.
Lenny?
Yeah.
Are you cool if you're on camera? Because it's weird if I talk. I'm still like.
No, it's okay.
You asked me
I
who.
want to say hi.
There you go.
Welcome to the valley.
There you go.
Come on up to the valley. It's a great spot.
There you go. And you what are you doing up here?
I'm a brick mason. I've been doing this since
All this stuff here?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks amazing.
Come and use this as a ground zero kind of operation, or
Okay.
an HQ, right?
Okay.
Hang at the Bricklayers Brew Pub. I did that work. Chris,
Yeah.
the proprietor there, is totally down with local everything.
Yeah.
So use it as a touchstone if you can.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And anything that anybody wants to know, they're going to find out down here in District 81 now.
Yeah.
Because it's like a bubbling little subculture.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
That's bringing the hip and the aware.
Yeah,
Right.
right,
The dare I say the woke. Right. it's going to happen. Right.
the
We
word.
gotta we gotta talk about what's going on here. And it's an art enclave as well.
Yeah.
Right. When that that co-work office opens up, that's going to be the hub that like what you're
I'll be
doing.
going there. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
And speaking of which, the other co-work Chilliwack. Have you met Tim yet?
I haven't.
Tim McAlpine. Tell him you're a friend of Lenny's.
Okay.
Okay. Co-work Chilliwack. Get that.
Tim, what's going
Tim
on, man?
McAlpine.
I'm coming your way.
He's
What's up, guys? It's coming into the evening of May 9th, 2021, and I'm not in the Fraser Valley, but this is a Find You in the Valley episode. I'm behind me, as you can see, I'm at Duffin's Donuts in Vancouver. I'm sure if you know it, you love it. If you've been here before, I've never been here before, but I was told about it. I'm actually I'm going to be filming a partial episode for Find You in the City, which is another one of my channels that I've left dormant for a long time, but I'm going to be starting to put stuff on. As well as for not Fraser Valley Eats, as well as for East Van Eats, which is another arm of the Digital.Eats group, which does Fraser Valley Eats, Surrey Eats, and that I collaborate with and do a show called The Spot, which is filmed and shows on Digital Eats. Follow us there. It's good. It's a good show. It's all about food, about restaurant reviews, and it's kind of fun. But this is Find You in the Valley, and Find You in the Valley, the Find You brand is really about people. That's what it means to me. And so today's show, I don't have an interview per se, but I have some behind the scenes footage that's going to be B-roll for an interview with a baker called by the name of Mark Hart, and he is a phenomenal baker. He's the head baker for ANITA's Organic Mill Bread and Coffee. I'll put a link in the description, but if I've mentioned it, you know who this is if you're in the Fraser Valley. Certainly if you're in Chilliwack, you'll know. Their place is just off South Sumas, not too far from Old Yale Brewery. He's awesome. He's a great guy. He let me come and hang out with him pre-injury. As some of you know, I had a pretty devastating injury. In case you wonder, that's my injury. Beautiful patellar tendon tear as I was working on set for a TV show out here that gets shot. Nancy Drew. The TV show was Nancy Drew. I was working for that, and slipped and fell. Nothing crazy. Slipped and fell. Completely mangled myself up, and that occurred last year, and kind of took me out of commission. And so I've been sort of quiet, doing little bits here and there with video, but not a lot of shows. Just did a first episode of The Spot for, gosh, I don't know how long it's been since I've done that. There's going to be some stuff that I do with Surrey 604, and of course stuff on my own channel, Desiree Kokuvi, which you can check out if you have links. But yeah, Mark, man, it was cool to hang out with him. There will be a full-blown interview, but this is some behind the scenes and maybe a little bit of a visit that I had to Bricklayer Brewing, because I got to go out and check out a pizza that he actually delivers and is made by him, and that's served as a compliment, a food compliment for Bricklayer Brewing, who I love, by the way. They're an awesome, locally owned brewery, craft brewery out of Chilliwack as well, in the 1881 district, which is just starting to really look amazing, and I think is going to just blow up. This is fantastic for Chilliwack and a great city in the Fraser Valley. I hope you enjoy this episode, some of the behind the scenes stuff, and see what a baker does. I'm sure we all see what bakers do, but it might give you some appetite, whet your appetite for the rest of the week. And also, just as a heads up, if you like and share this video and tag anybody on this video, as well as if you go and subscribe to Find You in the Valley on YouTube, which is where this video is going to live this time, which would be great, go ahead and do that, because that'll give you an extra 10 entries into the $25 gift card giveaway that I've got going on tomorrow when I release a reel about ANITA's bread and coffee and Mark Hart doing his thing. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go in and get myself something from Duffin's Donuts. That's not what the show's about, but whatever. I'm going in to do that. And thanks so much for watching. My name's Desiree Kokuvi. If you guys have stories or ideas for things like people I can interview in the Fraser Valley, please reach out to me. I want to get to meet people. Find You in the Valley is supposed to be about community. It's going to be about community, about documenting and articling who the Fraser Valley is about, who the people are that are in it, some of the stories that are coming out of it, differently from the usual news gathering stuff, and differently from some of the tourism stuff. There's got to be that little niche that I can fit into, and that's the hope. All right, peace.
Well, yeah, a wood-fired oven is really nice and it's romantic, and
That's what I was gonna say.
but I mean, like you have to fire it all day long, and then you come and you can't control how you have to control it by how long you put the fire in, and it's very tricky to do. Whereas this, I just set the temperature, and wood-fired oven doesn't have steam injection. So I rigged up this thing with like a pressure cooker and a copper hose and a turkey boiler, and so it would be, and then I put a hole in the door and I'd stick the copper pipe in the door and steam would go blowing in, but I'd always burn myself on the pipe and stuff, and it just doesn't give you the same results as a deck oven. I mean, it's fun, yeah, it's good, but after a while, especially when it's outside.
Yeah.
I used to do all kinds of fancy scoring, and now I switched to just doing a diamond stencil. This is kind of like the ANITA's logo shape, and you just stencil that along. Partly the pattern helps us tell which breads are which, so the white bread doesn't get any pattern on it. I'm going to do the hardest deck first. That's usually the two-person job.
I get it.
So watch out here. So that's what the wood-fired oven doesn't have. Steam like that. So we make all kinds of we have so many different kinds of sugar. So this is sugar that we've got orange peel, vanilla beans, and lavender in. and you can really smell the lavender in there. And we have different ones that's some that are just vanilla. We use a lot of vanilla beans, so we kind of take the leftover vanilla beans and make different sugars with them. So cool. You'd think after doing it so many times that I just set the timer and be like, but I don't know, it depends. It depends.
You like living on the edge.
Yeah. The muffins, I know how long they take. Exactly, but. So this is the croissant dough. This is over 100 pounds of dough. Not elegant.
You're doing great. I believe in Mark. Yeah.
A lot of dough. This is all just dough we're going to use for croissants this week. So.
I say that he's grown his hair. There's a flow to it.
There's a flow to it.
Look at that.
But some might say that I've just taken off my hat.
Or he's just taking. That's right. You're always wearing your hat.
Always wearing my hat.
That's right. Ooh, dreamy. So I'm gonna have a
horchata milk stout.
horchata milk stout with a pizza that is going to be that's delivered from ANITA's bread and coffee.
That's right.
And they make it there, bring it here.
Bring it here, and it is delicious.
Yeah, that's happening right now. So if you've been watching the show, you saw them you saw Mark do his thing. This is the product of his thing.
Food. Pizza.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
He does an amazing job on focaccia pizza. It's so good.
This looks awesome. So this is a little combo that you can get here at Bricklayer in Chilliwack on district in the 81 district, 1881 district if you want to call it that. As Lenny called it, the 81 district. It's fantastic. I'm gonna bite into it and tell you what it tastes like because I want to know what Mark's handiwork. I know what Mark's stuff tastes like. It's good. Hold on. Now that is an awesome pizza. Wow. You know, like you would think that a pizza like this would seem too doughy. Not one bit. Does not taste too doughy. It's perfectly balanced. Like, it's awesome. This is a great pizza. Thank you, Mark, for spending some time with me. We will do a follow-up interview with you, just expect to see a little bit more about Mark and his handiwork here on Find You in the Valley, as well as with our friends over at Fraser Valley Eats. Please follow ANITA's Bread and Coffee. Make sure to follow Bricklayer in addition, and also follow Find You in the Valley. Follow us here.
He's got a podcast studio that you would greatly appreciate if you've studied it. I did Trevis when I was in my late 90s.
Okay.
And I did 15 years in the film industry.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got to talk. And then I'm here for the next 2 years.
Okay.
Right? But in the off hours, I'm a percussionist, musician.
I'm
like-
a drummer myself.
Cool. Then we're gonna be talking, bro.
Dude,
We're gonna be talking.
I'm so
Where do you
glad.
live, in Chilliwack? Or?
I do.